Chris made a good point on the last on a CRM podcast that we did. And basically the point was, well, we tried Salesforce, didn't work for us, and the point was really likely your strategy wasn't well organized prior to entering into that type of technology project, and as a result, it didn't really do anything to your business. To your point, Robin, like what were you measuring? What was the strategic connection between what you were trying to do as a tactic back to your strategy? And I think I would say I'd almost go out on a ledge and say, like, for the most part, it's going to be the same type of thing for digital marketing. If it hasn't worked for your business, it's likely that you haven't had the right strategy and worked through that painful process of attaching value prop messaging to enough test cases to actually see something develop, right? And by the way, that's not a process that every agency likes to do. It's a whole lot easier to just go after customers that have that down and be an execution arm and a good strong partner for them. Going through that hard piece of helping them through that process is something that we enjoy doing, but not every agency does. But there's going to be some verticals that, or some scenarios, and we were on one last week, and Robin and Chris and I, where digital marketing is not really going to move the needle for that one particular arm of the business. It's very much a RFP. It's not a very large market, and it's not something that you can legitimately build a business case for and say, hey, you know what, let's go and do demand gen in this piece. It's not going to, practically speaking, it's really not going to do anything for them, not even on an ancillary level, at a decision-making level. Seeing a bunch of digital media or content, not really going to add value. But I would say that's a one. I would say that that's probably the minority of scenarios that you see out there. So if you're sitting there being like, oh, we tried LinkedIn, or we tried Google, or we tried Facebook, as you mentioned, Robin, or we've done some things, in the digital side of marketing, it just didn't do anything for us. It's probably because that strategy element wasn't nailed.